What's good, guys? This is SBK and I'm coming at you with another commentary, and I just recorded this commentary already, but my mic messed up, so hopefully if you're seeing this one that means everything's okay and my mic's not broken. Otherwise, well, if you're not seeing this one, then I guess there's nothing you can say. But let's hope for the better and that my mic isn't broken. But basically what I wanted to talk about is I wanted to talk about a topic that I saw from another YouTuber, and he was in Vel's video the other day where Vel was going over the ASK gaming tryouts, and he was going through some of their videos, and one of them was like, is losing always a bad thing? And I started thinking about it, and I was thinking about how losing can help you improve, and it's not always a bad thing, because whenever you lose, you're learning more than you are. If you just win the game and it's like a blowout, you didn't learn anything, because you're just going to continue to play the same way that you did before. If you lose, then you know, so sometimes losing is better than winning, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But like, well, everybody wants to win, but if you're consistently winning, then I guess it's better. But sometimes if you need to lose to figure out what can counter whatever you're doing, like whatever playstyle you're using. Sometimes losing helps you figure out what'll counter that. So like, say we were playing a UMG, and a lot of times I see this happening to the teams that I'll play with in UMG. We'll realize that what we're doing isn't always working because of a loss, and we'll figure out that sometimes there will be a player who's somewhere they shouldn't be. And another point that the other guy brought up in his video is, he said if you have a teammate that's not doing well, then you shouldn't put all of it on your teammate. Maybe it's because maybe it's another teammate's fault that he died. Like sometimes I know when I'm playing, I'll do bad because if I'm put with a teammate who plays the same way I do, it's hard for me. Like sometimes you just need the right team composition, players who can play around each other, and that's what helps them do well. Like a lot of times I'll play around players who don't help me improve, and I don't mean like they don't play. I'm not trying to say that I need players to play around me, but sometimes players where it benefits you to have them on your team, whether it's the way that they call out, whether it's you guys have good chemistry together, whether it's the way that their strategies work and how it puts you in an advantage. And a lot of times, especially if you go and you harp on your teammate for doing bad, he's not going to play better. Telling your teammate that he's bad and that he's terrible isn't going to make him play better. Because whenever you get in a gunfight, I guarantee you, the person who's more confident about going into that gunfight, about 99% of the time, they're going to be the ones that win. So if I'm sitting here harping on my teammate the entire time, telling him how trash he is and telling him he's not good and then he needs to step it up and all these other things, he's going to be more worried about stepping it up, and he's going to play less team oriented than, especially if you're winning the game. If you're winning the game and you're harping on your teammate, there's a real problem. Because if your teammate's going if your teammate goes 0-11 and you win the game, he was clearly doing something that was helping you guys win the game. He wasn't just doing absolutely nothing. He clearly, whether it's he was baiting for you, or he was helping you get kills, or maybe even if he was just getting like assist off of your kills, you can't harp on him for not getting a kill, because it's probably not his. If you know that he's a good player, and you think that he's like just having a bad game, there's probably something that you've done that's like hurt him. Like I remember I was playing a UMG on Stronghold, and my teammate didn't call out that he said that there was one that was about to kill him, so I went to go help him like get the kill or to trade it. He didn't say that there was two people there, and he said that he got stunned. I went to go help him, and most people don't carry more than one stun. They usually have one stun. But then the other guy's teammate went and stunned him as well, and he didn't call out that there was another guy there, because otherwise I definitely would have played more cautiously. But instead, he got double stunned and I got stunned, and we got two-pieced, which put us down in a 2-4 which put us down 2 to 4 players in a search and destroy, which is like never good. You never want to be in that position. But sometimes it's never just the person who's doing bad's fault that your team is losing. A lot of times it's maybe you didn't call, like I know in the other guy's video, I'm gonna stress some of the points that he pointed out. Sometimes it's you didn't call out, like you didn't call out someone, so it ended up causing your teammate to get killed. Or whether or not, or say your teammate's watching something and then someone else pushes through into it. Or you can't just tell your teammate what to do, because say if I tell my teammate exactly where to be and exactly where to go, and he has an idea that he's gonna be more confident in, if I tell him that his idea is wrong and that he should just go do whatever I'm saying that he should do, then once again he's gonna be less confident in himself. So maybe he'll get the kill that round, but in the next round, whenever he's in an actual gunfight, he's gonna be at a severe disadvantage. And I said this is mostly about is losing always a bad thing, but really this is just like to not harp on your teammates, because telling your teammates off, instead of sitting there arguing with your teammates telling them that they're bad, spend the time to help them. Like I saw this in Rain Day Gaming's video, and I know he's a Smite YouTuber, but a lot of the stuff that he talked about also applies to every game. Instead of telling your teammate that they're bad and that they're not good and that maybe they're doing something wrong, instead of that, tell them what they should be doing and what they should be doing or how they could improve, or asking them why they're doing that. So say if your teammate was to push out, if he was to push something that he probably shouldn't be pushing, don't tell him that's stupid, you shouldn't be pushing that, that's a dumb idea. Ask him why he's pushing that, because there's probably a reason behind it. Maybe he saw something that you didn't see. Maybe he knows something that you don't know and he just didn't call it out. So, which I guess is partially his fault for not calling it out. But then again, you should just ask, why are you pushing that? You shouldn't say you're stupid, you're not supposed to push that, that doesn't make any sense. Because I know there's been a lot of instances where I played like that with people who they kind of do something, and I'm not gonna say that I haven't called people out for doing things that I didn't think they should before. You know what they say, do as I say, not as I do. But a lot of times just doing stuff like that, like making them second guess themselves. So say if he pushes that out and what he was doing actually made sense in his head and it made sense to what he was doing, and it probably would have worked if you would have let him do it. Instead of, while he's pushing that out, instead of me telling them that he's wrong, if I tell him he's wrong, the next the next thing he tries to do that he thinks is right, he's gonna second guess himself and say, oh, maybe that's not right, maybe I should go and do something else. And if he does that, that's where you're in a lot of trouble. That's where you're not gonna have an advantage. That's where he's gonna have, his confidence is gonna go down, and he's probably gonna win less of those gunfights. Applying back to the thing that I said about how confidence helps boost you. And if he's not winning his gunfights, then that's affecting your entire team. That's not just affecting you. And I went on a huge rant right there about, or basically this entire video is just a rant on how you shouldn't harp on your teammates. And a lot of people might say that I'm making this video just because I get harped on a lot or something like that. But a lot of it's just like things I've seen in general. If I'm sitting here harping on my teammates the whole time, then how am I helping them? Instead of me telling someone that they're bad and what they do is stupid and saying that I should just help them improve, tell them what to do so they can improve. And instead of me just sitting there telling them they're bad and they're like, if I sit here and say that you're not good, I'm not helping you get better at all. But instead of saying what you're doing is stupid, you're not good, you're a bad player, that's not helping you at all. But if I was to say, oh, I don't understand what you did there, why did you, or if I said, I don't understand what you did there, why did you do that? And then they tell me why, and then I'll explain to them why that doesn't make any sense. Because if they get a logical explanation, then they're probably not gonna, or you know that they're gonna improve off of that. They're gonna take that and they're gonna get better with it, and they're gonna apply that to other things that they try to push out. If you're just saying you're stupid, you shouldn't push that out, then maybe they'll just go and push something else out. They'll just push something else out that doesn't make any sense. And a lot of times it's just better to, I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but a lot of times, as I'm just trying to get the point across, that a lot of times it's better to I'm not going to say a lot of times it's better to say nothing, but most of the time it's a lot better to just help them improve than to tell them they're bad. Because if I just sit here and say that you're bad over and over and over, you're not going to be good for my team. But if I help you improve and you're going to get just as good as I am, or probably even better than I am with your skill and like what I'm telling you over and over, if I'm helping you improve, then you're going to be a much better asset to my team than if I'm just telling you that you're bad. After going on that rant, I think that's where I'm going to end the video, and I've been SBK, and I'm out. Peace. Complex naded me, dude. Fuck this kid. I got complex mid. Oh, I got Sour Patch, I got Sour Patch. He's coming front, he's pushing front, he's pushing front. Why would you heat wave for 2 seconds? Are you retarded? He's top, complex is grannies, top flex is sending grannies. Clouds, stop yelling at your mom, please. Quasar's there, Quasar's there. Clouds, hurry up and get back. Which way's back? We're both here. Or we're on both sides of this. Oh. That's Peaches, bud. Yeah, because there's a fucking Peach man. No, I'd say you're slight. I got complex, I got complex. Complex was top iron, he's dead. He's pushing dub side, dub side, dub side, dub side. I got dubs, he was white truck, he was white truck. I'm 25 away from a Hellstorm. I need a fucking assist, please. He got me, he got me. He's barn, he's barn, he's barn. Sour Patch is barn, Sour Patch is barn. You're on a 2 bar, bud. I kill complex, I kill complex. Hydra's pushing dubs, Hydra's pushing back, he's pushing 10 side. Let's just win it off of this, end it here, end it here. You didn't mute anyone on their team. Oh fuck, dude. They shot my HC legit. That's my fault. He's alley with a side, alley with a side, alley with a side, alley with a side. Last guy's 10, last guy's 10, last guy's 10. I'm playing for him right now, I'm playing for him right now. Well, I'm in next. Oh, Quasar's one shot, Quasar's one shot and back, go breathe on him. Quasar's the only one left, guys. You gotta kill him. Come on, let's hold this down. Hold this down. Hold this down. We can hold this down. This is game. This is game, guys. Let's go. He's pushing front. They're pushing front. They're pushing front. He's at front. He's at front. He's at front. He was. That's my fault. That's my fault. It's okay. We only need 5 seconds. We only need 5. That's 100% my fault, dude. I'm sorry. Alright, just rotate, just rotate, just rotate. We can get it off of next. We can get it off of next. Yo, Hydra's such a kill whore. Alright, okay, look at this. Wait, watch this kill cam, watch this kill cam. I kill Sour Patch, and Hydra runs by. Instead of pushing the hill, he goes to kill legit and back. Look at that. That kid's such a kill whore. Yo, I played. I think I played decently well.